Hey guys, Josh Ashford, Dads on Purpose, and thank you so much for checking out this video for first-time dads. Yo, we're talking 5 tips that every new dad needs to know. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely hit that share button if you find some value. Hey guys, the first thing is remove expectations. Like, remove all expectations of what you think it's going to be like to be a parent and what you think you're going to be like as a parent, because chances are you're not going to get it perfect. Let's be real. Like, you're probably not going to even get it right. Like, most of the time, like, it just is what it is. I think back to when my wife and I, we had our first kid, and I was put on diaper duty. Praise God, my wife, she delivered. We had a healthy, happy baby. She was fantastic. And in the hospital, they give you a lot of help. Like, the nurses, they'll help you do this, and they'll take the baby at nighttime so you guys can get some sleep. And I had to start changing diapers. And I don't know what I thought it was going to be like, because I've changed diapers before, but these babies were a little bit older, maybe crawling or something like that. But a brand new, fresh out of the oven baby, their diapers look way, way different. And you don't want to break the baby. You're not going to break it, but you don't want to break the baby. And so you're changing a little differently than you normally would. And I will never forget that experience of like, this is going to be tough. This is going to be new. This is going to be different. This is going to be fun. And so if you just remove expectations, like you don't set yourself up for failure, and you're able to just kind of roll with the punches, because that's what half of parenting is, rolling with the punches, guys. So remove expectations. Understand you're not going to be perfect. You're not probably even going to get it right most of the time. But if you keep rolling with it, you'll get there. The second thing is sleep when they sleep. Guys, a lot of parents, they want to stay up and they want to watch their baby, or they want to try to get things done while the baby's sleeping. But the reality is, like, it takes a lot of energy out of you to raise a newborn baby. Their needs aren't vast, but they're demanding. And they don't know how to communicate. And all they know is, I'm hungry now. My diaper's wet now. I want to sleep now. And so you got to be on your toes. And so when you get the chance to rest, when you or mom get the chance to rest, like, take turns with it. I don't know, however you guys want to work it out in your household, but make sure you sleep when they're sleeping. Don't try to do it all. Get your rest, because if you can't rest, you can't be there when baby needs you. And baby needs you, because once you're out of that hospital, you all they got. I will never forget that. Like, checking out of the hospital, and it was like, oh, like, this is us. Like, we just had this baby 3 days ago, and now, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Praise God, 3 years later, both of our girls, they're still alive, happy and healthy, and we're rolling, guys. So yeah, sleep when they sleep. So the third thing is your presence over presence. And what I mean by that, guys, is your physical presence, like being right there with your kids, is worth so much more than the presents that you'll ever buy your kids. Like, there are statistics out there that show the success rates of kids that have their father in their lives and don't have their father in their lives. I'm talking like actively. Like, you can be in a house and not be present. I want you guys to understand that. Like, you can be in a household and not be present. But those active, engaged dads, like, their kids are like 4 times more likely to be successful, whatever that means to them. Like, their kids are 4 times more likely to be successful. Your kid is so much more better off with you in their life than the presence that you can give them. Like, the presence, they're momentary, they're fleeting, but that presence that you give them, oh man, that'll last a lifetime, guys. So be present over the presence that you give them. So the fourth thing is learn the cues from your kids. Like, they can't talk, but they can tell you what they want. I promise you, they can tell you what they want. And when they want something, they want it like right now, immediately now. But if you learn your baby's cues, you can learn, like, okay, that cry is a hungry cry. That cry is like, hey, something is wrong with me cry. Or that pitch, or something changed in their inflection, or the way that they grunt. Like, you will learn your kid and like what they're trying to tell you. And I promise you guys, if you learn those cues, oh my goodness, you will make your life easier. You'll make mom's life easier. You'll make everybody's life easier. And then you'll be able to show off on people when, your baby's crying or something like that. And you'll be like, oh, that's just a hungry cry. And then you feed them and they were hungry. Or if you're like, oh, that's a diaper cry. And you'd be like, oh, okay, let's go change your diaper. And it was a diaper cry. And not like that boosts your self-esteem. Like, we're not even talking about impressing other people. Like, let's just be real. Like, we're talking about boosting your own self-esteem. That like, hey, I'm getting this right. Because there are times when you're going through this brand new parenthood journey, like you question yourself. You're like, yo, am I doing this right? And in those moments when you get it right, man, it feels so good, guys. So learn the cues of your baby. And number 5, and I cannot stress this one enough, ask for help. Y'all, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know how to do this. Can you please help me? There is something wrong with you just going along trying to figure things out and not saying anything. Ask for help. You are going to be so more better off by asking for help than just trying to wing it or trying to like just figure it out on your own. Google, Uncle Google, like shout out to Google, like is an endless resource. Be careful because there's a lot of misinformation out there. But like if you're wondering, okay, what's the temperature that I need to take my kid to the doctor? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can call your pediatrician, but if they're feeling a little warm and you're just like, hey, what's the general temperature? Like you can check that on Google. What are some good starting foods for my kid? Like ask for help. Like you can use these resources. That's what they're there for. Don't try to be a Superman, a superhero, and a macho man and try to think that you could just do it all on your own. Because that's not it. That's not the move. That's not the vibe. That's not what's going to win, guys. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And that's it, guys. Those are the 5 things that I think every new dad needs to know. Again, if you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with somebody that can use it, because we really want to spread the word and we want to make sure that first-time dads are really getting the information that they need. Take care. We'll see you the next time.